Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ted Alex Gymnasium at Shepaug High School for tonight's virtual league basketball contest between the visiting Golden Bears of Thomaston High School and the home team, your Shepaug Varsity. Now we ask that you please rise as the honor American with the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups, first for the visiting Golden Bears of Thomaston High School. Starting at guard, freshman number 10, Nicole Decker. And guard for junior number 3, O'Reilly Barber. And forward for the Golden Bears is junior number 24, Emma Sampson. And center foul for junior number 25, Sydney Ableton. And starting forward, senior number 1, Emma Town. The Golden Bears will be tonight's contest for the record at 8 wins, 0 losses. The head coach from Thomaston is Donnie McMahon. Thank you, and good luck to both teams.
Hello everyone, we're here at Ted Alex Gymnasium at Shepaug Valley School for tonight's matchup. The Shepaug Spartans against the Golden Bears of Thomaston High School. Thomaston comes in with a record of 8-0, Shepaug at 5-2. They met last week in Thomaston. Thomaston won pretty handily. We'll see what happens tonight. As the scoring gets started, Sanson with the bucket gives Thomaston the 2-0 lead. Shot attempt by Abby Hardy, short. Eggleton with the rebound. Kahn over with a missed shot. And ball turned over with Brooke Donahue gaining possession and bringing the ball up against pressure by Krasnowski. Ayla's Crossley with the shot attempt off. Eggleton with the rebound. Out to Barker, who kicks it back and gets it to Krasnowski as they look to run one of their offensive sets. Shepaug looks to be in a 1-2-2 zone as Thomaston settles into their offense. Thomaston showing patience here as they work the ball, look for a good offensive opportunity. Ball into Emma Kahn, tied up, and we have a jump ball with the possession arrow in favor of the Spartans. Brooke Donahue to inbound against what looks to be full court man-to-man pressure. Andrews to bring the ball up the court as the double team comes, and Kahn gets the steal. 4-0 Thomaston off the Kahn layup. Hardy with the cross-court pass over to Crossley. Crossley into the front court with it, and after breaking the pressure, she pulls it back. Andrews with the ball. Skip pass over to Lasky, who brings it in and scores to cut the lead to Thomaston 4, Shepaug 2. Shepaug in a three-quarter court 1-2-2 trap. Andrews with the deflection, a collision at half court, good no call by the officials. And Shepaug with possession and a chance to tie the score up at 4. Brooke Donahue with a runner ties it at 4 points apiece, and Thomaston brings the ball up against the 1-2-2. Broken a little more easily this time, and Kahn sticks a three-pointer to make the score 7-4 in Thomaston's favor. Andrews breaks the pressure, passes to Donahue, has a good look at it, bounces around and out, but the rebound batted out of bounds by Thomaston, and Shepaug to inbound underneath their own basket with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Donahue with the ball, guarded by Krasnowski. Up fake, kick reversed to Crossley, who loses the handle, picked up by Andrews, and back to Donahue. Donahue double teamed. Ball thrown off of Kahn's leg. They call a kick, and Shepaug maintains possession and will inbound from their own sideline. Andrews throwing the ball in the backcourt, guarded by Barker, who's pressing the ball hard, gets the steal, and pass up to Kahn, who converts on the layup for a 9-4 lead with 4.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Crossley passes out of the trap, but it's picked off by Sanson, who is fouled by Crossley on the layup attempt, the first foul of the game, and she will be shooting 2 for the Golden Bears. Shepaug coach Karen Puskis calls the 30-second timeout with 4:16 left to play in the first quarter. The score, Thomaston 9, Shepaug 4. Back to action here. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Thomaston out to an early lead, 9-4. Their pressure has given Shepaug trouble so far this game, although Shepaug has converted on 2 very good scoring opportunities when they did break the pressure. Sanson now to shoot 2. Her first shot is off the mark. Again, 9-4. Thomaston, 4 minutes, 16 seconds left. Violation on that shot. Shepaug will inbound and facing pressure by the Golden Bears. Ball inbounded to Lasky, thrown back to Andrews. Barker pressuring the ball. The trap from Kahn. And the deflection. Ball scrambled around a bit. Shepaug somehow maintains possession. 3-point attempt by Andrews is off the iron and no good. Rebound controlled by Barker. Brings it up the side, hand off to Kahn. Over to Krasnowski. Skip pass to Kahn. She can shoot it. 3-point attempt is nothing but net. 12-4 Thomaston. Shepaug with possession. Got through the pressure. Shot attempt by Donahue. Missed, rebounded by Sanson. And the ball passed ahead to Eggleton, but deflected out of bounds by Andrews. Checking into the game now for Shepaug. Marissa Parachi and Claire Kirsten. Checking in for Haley Lasky and Abby Hardy. It will be time for a mask break right now. As most people know, the first dead ball under 4 minutes is a 1-minute mask break. So right now, at this point in the first quarter, Thomaston obviously with the early advantage. Shepaug having difficulty with their pressure, although they have had multiple good scoring opportunities and have not been able to convert. Thomaston shooting the ball very well to start this game, getting some quality opportunities and converting on them. As we finish our mask break, off of the deflection by Rachel Andrews, it's going to be Thomaston ball underneath their basket. Shepaug looks to be in a 1-2-2 zone. Thomaston setting up their out-of-bounds play. Inbounded from Krasnowski to Kahn. Some pressure up top, passed over to Barker, skip pass to Krasnowski, skipped over to Eggleton, and batted out of bounds by Crossley. Thomaston ball under the basket. Shepaug still in the 1-2-2 zone. Kahn inbounds to Barker, over to Eggleton at the top of the key, in the corner to Kahn. Ball rotated around. Sanson, the left-hander, with the basket, bringing the score to Thomaston 14, Shepaug 4. With 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter, Thomaston coach Bobby McMahon calls a 30-second timeout. Joining us here in the top of the bleachers at Shepaug are the Shepaug senior parents, as well as our trusty official Shepaug cameraman, Lucas Jacob. Lucas, say hello to how many people are viewing?
Hello, all 47 of our viewers.
47 screens viewing. I'd have to think that particularly in Thomaston, there's probably more than one person watching each screen, so a decent crowd watching tonight. Shepaug now to inbound against Thomaston's pressure. Looks like they have a little different set here as they look to inbound the ball. Parachi bringing the ball up. pressured by Barker and Krasnowski, reversed to Donahue. Donahue slowing it down, being guarded by Barker. Reverse to Rachel Andrews. Andrews with the little quick shot off the back of the iron, and a foul called on Shepaug freshman Claire Kirsten on the rebound. The second team foul on Shepaug. Thomaston with their first substitution of the game. Entering the game is number 2, and of course I don't have her name. I apologize for that. And exiting the game is Elise Krasnowski. Barker reverses the ball to Kahn, facing pressure by Shepaug. Kahn breaks the pressure up the sideline. Some contact with Claire Kirsten. The ball deflected off of a foot out of bounds. Referee Mike Mancini calls Thomaston ball, and they will inbound in the corner underneath their basket. Ball in, reverse. Barker with possession, kicks it back to Kahn, who hits what I believe to be her third three-pointer of the game. Going to be very tough if Shepaug loses track of where she is, because she can shoot. Marissa Paracci bringing the ball up, deflected by Eggleton. Held ball situation goes in favor of Thomaston with the possession arrow. Now Shepaug with 1-2-2 pressure. Thomaston inbounding the ball. Barker passes to Eggleton. Eggleton trapped but passes out to Barker. Shepaug still trying to trap, but Thomaston moves the ball quickly and averts the pressure and the traps by Shepaug. Ball up the top of the key. Reverse to Barker. And Shepaug now looking to be in a 2-1-2 zone out of the 1-2-2. Thomaston showing good patience, good ball movement. Eggleton with the shot attempt, fouled on the hand in the act of shooting by Kirsten, and Sydney Eggleton will be shooting 2 with the score. Thomaston 17, Shepaug 4 with 1 minute 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Checking into the game for Shepaug, Haley Lasky and Abby Hardy, replacing Claire Kirsten and Rachel Andrews. Exiting the game for the Golden Bears is Sanson, and entering the game, number 21, and I don't have her number or her name, and Eggleton converts on the pair of free throws, 19-4, as Brooke Donahue looks to break the pressure and does so successfully. Kahn with a steal, however, passed up ahead to Eggleton, whose shot is altered by the hustling Ailish Crossley, and Shepaug with possession on the missed shot. Crossley to Lasky in the corner, who has 2 of Shepaug's 4 points, and out of bounds called on Shepaug, and Thomaston has possession. Shepaug in the 1-2-2 trap. Thomaston inbounds, reverses it, and looks to get a very good scoring attempt. Number 21, who had a great JV game earlier tonight, with the basket and the foul by Brooke Donahue. It's a 14 foul for Shepaug. 1 minute, 3 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Thomaston roaring out to a 21-4 lead. And number 21 shooting 1 free throw here. Thomaston converts, 22-4 the score now. Shepaug brings the ball up. Paracci with pressure by Barker. Collision between Paracci and Kaya Johnson. And there is a Thomaston foul called, the first of the game on Thomaston, and Shepaug will inbound the ball in their front court on the sideline in front of the Thomaston bench. Donahue with the ball, calls for a screen, Hardy screens. Thomaston foul on number 2. their second of the quarter. We have 50 seconds left to play. Again, the score 22-4. Thomaston in the lead. Parachi inbounds to Donahue. Donahue back to Parachi. Screen from Lasky. Roll by Lasky. And contact. Contact on the shot. Lasky couldn't convert, but Abby Hardy, hustling in for the offensive rebound, collides with a Thomaston player, and the foul is called. The 13th foul on Thomaston. Lasky to inbound under the hoop. Passes to Donahue in the corner. Donahue between the leg dribble, behind the back dribble, out on the wing. She brings it to the point, reverses to Crossley. To Lasky in the corner. Back to Crossley, who passes to Abby Hardy, fakes, dribbles to the right, passes to Parachi in the corner. And Hardy with a three-point attempt around the rim, almost went down. Aylish Crossley with the offensive rebound, can't convert, and bringing the ball up the court is Thomaston, who gets a rebound attempt blocked and deflected off of Thomaston with 8.9 seconds left to go. Parachi to inbound the ball. Thomaston with the full court pressure. Ball passed into Crossley, who throws it ahead to Lasky. Tries to reverse it to Hardy. The ball is stolen, but the Thomaston player's momentum causes her to travel. And with 3.7 seconds left to play in the first quarter, with the lead 22-4 in Thomaston's favor, Shepaug will inbound under their hoop and look to get a shot here before the buzzer. Parachi to inbound. Shepaug in a stack. Hardy with the ball in the corner. He dribbles. And before the contact on the shot, they call that she stepped out of bounds. There are 0.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Thomaston inbounding. They need to go the length of the court. Kahn has checked back in, who had the hot hand earlier. And they throw it out of bounds. It did not touch anyone inbounds, so the ball will revert back to where Thomaston was inbounding it. Shepaug ball with 0.6 seconds left, which by rule is enough time to catch and shoot. Anything 0.4 or above, you may catch and shoot. Little offense-defense here by Thomaston coach Bobby McMahon, who checks Emma Sanson out, and number 11 checks into the game. The ball lobbed to Crossley, caught and dribbled, but with 0.6 seconds left, that's not enough time to put the ball on the floor and get a shot. So we end the first quarter, a very strong quarter for the Thomaston Golden Bears, with Thomaston 22, Shepaug 4. We're back here at Ted Alex Gymnasium as we get ready to start the second quarter. Thomaston with a big lead, up 22-4. Shepaug starts with Donahue, Parachi, Andrews, Lasky, Dusky, and Thomaston with Barker, Krasnowski, Hahn, Eggleton, and Sanson. So Thomaston with his starting lineup in, Shepaug with a couple of substitutions, but an early turnover, and a layup by Krasnowski brings the lead to 24-4, extending their advantage to 20 points. Ball passed ahead. Andrews to Parachi, over to Donahue. who attempts a shot, and the ball is deflected out of bounds. Shepaug to inbound underneath her own basket, setting up a box out of bounds play. And the ball is inbounded to Andrews out on top of the key, who sends it to Dusky, and now it's to Donahue in the corner. They had a jump switch, double team at Donahue, ball batted away, retrieved by Dusky, and ultimately deflected and picked off by Sanson. The defensive pressure of the Golden Bears causing all kinds of problems for Shepaug. Barker with the three-point attempt falls short, but the rebound collected by Thomaston. And back to Khan, who misses a three-pointer, but certainly has made more than she's missed so far today. Parachi brings the ball up, attempts a shot, blocked by Khan, ball batted around. Eggleton picks it up, passes ahead to Sanson, and the lefty goes up and is fouled in a shot attempt by Donahue with 6:44 left to play in the second quarter. It's 24-4 Thomaston. Shepaug now with 5 team fouls to 3 team fouls by Thomaston. Sanson shooting 2. First shot, no good. The left-hander will attempt a second here. Sanson off the front iron, misses the second shot. No pressure by Thomaston in the backcourt. Andrews brings the ball up, passes to Parachi, who reverses it to Lasky. Lasky to the top to Andrews, who hands it off to Donahue. Donahue behind the back, off a Lasky screen. Attempted pocket pass, deflected and retrieved by Khan, who passes it ahead to Barker, back to Khan. Reversed over to Krasnowski. Khan with the ball, hands it off. Very good ball movement by the Golden Bears here in the second quarter against Shepaug. Thomaston showing discipline and patience, looking for a good opportunity. Barker drives. Block attempt by Dusky, but referee Mike Mancini calls the 2-shot foul on Madison Dusky, the 16th foul by Shepaug. Barker to shoot 2 with Thomaston leading 24-4. Barker converts on her first attempt, 25-4. We are at 5 minutes, 56 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Barker's second attempt rattles out. Khan with the offensive rebound. Passed, not handled by Thomaston, and ultimately corralled by Madison Dusky, who gets it to Rachel Andrews. Breaks the pressure, passes to Parachi, who attempts a shot off the iron, rebounded by Lasky. Her shot attempt blocked. Donahue with the three-point attempt, and Donahue converts. The score now 25-7. Rachel Andrews up, pressuring the ball. And Krasnowski dribbling out near half court, handled by Eggleton, who runs a give and go with Krasnowski. Eggleton misses the shot, and the ball batted around and out of bounds. Shepaug will inbound with pressure again by the Golden Bears. 5:13 left to play here in the second quarter. The score 25-7. And Shepaug's attempted inbound off of the backboard, which is obviously an out of bounds violation. Shepaug turns the ball over to Thomaston, and Coach Puskis from Shepaug calls a timeout, wants to discuss it with the Spartans. We rejoin the action here with 5 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Thomaston with a sizable 25-7 lead. Shepaug inbounding against their pressure, and Rachel Andrews bringing the ball up. Half-court trap creates a turnover as Andrews drags the pivot foot in her attempt to pass out of the trap. Andrews putting full court pressure on Krasnowski. Shepaug in man right now as the ball goes to Kahn. Eggleton up top, the center with a three-point attempt off the front iron. Lasky secures the rebound to Donahue, who passes to Parachi in the corner. Shot attempt in and out. And rebounded by Sanson. The lefty brings it up with Eggleton running the lane. Sanson draws the contact and the foul and will go to the free throw line for the third time today. 17 fouls for the Spartans, who are now in the bonus. Sanson to shoot 2 shots with 4 minutes, 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. In the second quarter. Sanson's first attempt off the mark as Ailish Crossley comes in from Marissa Parachi and Abby Hardy replaces Haley Lasky. 4:41 left to play. The score 25-7 Thomaston. Eggleton rebounds the missed free throw and kicks it out to Sanson, who drives right in and has an uncontested layup to make the lead 27-7. Donahue to Hardy. Shepaug breaks the pressure. Crossley with the ball. And it's kicked out to Rachel Andrews, who is guarded tightly by Barker, way out past the three-point line. Crossley with a shot attempt from the corner. No good. Sanson rebounds. Passes to Kahn, who brings it into the front court. Challenges, kicks it out, and ultimately gets it back in the corner. Drives in for the layup and converts. The score now, Thomaston 29, Shepaug 7. The ball inbounded to Lasky, who breaks the pressure with the dribble into the double team, reverses the ball to Donahue, who was guarded by Krasnowski out past the three-point line. Hardy with a three-point attempt from the quarter off the iron, rebounded by Barker, and Krasnowski has the ball and slows it up and brings it into the front court while guarded by Andrews. Barker with the ball over to Sanson on the wing, looking for a screen from Eggleton. Gets the screen, gets the drive, off the backboard, around and out. Krasnowski with the rebounds into Sanson, who misses another layup attempt, and the rebound secured by Brooke Donahue, who brings the ball up while guarded by Krasnowski. Donahue inside the three-point line, pulls it back. Shot attempt short, rebounded by Eggleton. Brought to Krasnowski, who goes over to get instruction from her coach as Rachel Andrews pressures, looks for the steal. Barker with the ball, passed to Sanson, then to Eggleton, now to Kahn in the corner. Kahn to Eggleton. Eggleton, the shot attempt off the glass and in. The score, Thomaston 31, Shepaug 7. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Shepaug breaks the pressure, advances the ball into the front court, and looks to run some offense. Donahue with the dribble, guarded by Barker. Badusky in the center of the court. Crossley reverses to Andrews, who passes to Hardy, cuts, rolls, and Dusky with the shot attempt, bounces around, rebounded by Sanson, who's got quite a few rebounds at this point. Thomaston has been controlling the defensive boards, limiting to Shepaug to one attempt for almost all possessions. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Kahn with the three-point attempt. That one was halfway down, somehow kicked out. Donahue with the rebound, passes ahead to Crossley, who brings it into the paint, draws contact on Kahn, who commits the foul, and Crossley will go to the line for 2 shots. It is the fourth team foul in the half. And with 1 minute 32 seconds left to play, it is the first dead ball under 4 minutes. So we now have our under 4 minute mask break. Ailish Crossley will be shooting 2 when we rejoin the action in about 50 seconds with 1 minute 31 left to play in the first half. The score is Thomaston 31, Shepaug 7. With the mask break over, 1 minute 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Ailish Crossley to the line with 2 shots. Shepaug down 31-7. First shot attempt no good. Crossley looking to convert on her second free throw. Second shot is good. Crossley cuts the deficit. Now it's Thomaston 31, Shepaug 8. Inside 1 minute 30 left to play in the first half. Shepaug in a 2-3 zone. Thomaston, as they have all game, shows patience and works the ball around the perimeter. Ball deflected out of bounds. Referee Mike Mancini calls it off of Ailish Crossley. Thomaston inbounds the ball. 1 minute, 7 seconds left to play in the first half. The ball thrown away by Thomaston, and Shepaug now inbounding, facing pressure. Ball passed into Brooke Donahue, who brings it up against Krasnowski. Donahue calling out the play. Dribbling inside the three-point line. Ball reversed to Abby Hardy, who gives it back to Donahue. Donahue with the dribble. Reverse to Rachel Andrews, who surveys the action. Back to Donahue, three-point attempt off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Krasnowski. There are 30 seconds left to play in the first half. Krasnowski and Thomaston content to take their time, walk the ball up the floor, look for one good shot attempt before the buzzer sounds, ending the second quarter. 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Thomaston coach Bob McMahon calls a timeout, a 30-second timeout. With 13 seconds to play, the score is Thomaston 31, Shepaug 8. As we come out of the timeout, there are 13 seconds on the clock in the second quarter. Thomaston will inbound in front of the Shepaug bench, holding on to a sizable 31-8 lead. And we are looking to see what Coach McMahon drew up at halftime. Ball inbounded to the backcourt, reversed, back screen set for Kahn. Rachel Andrews guards it. Ball kicked to Kahn. Eggleton, three-point attempt at the buzzer. Falls short. But at the end of two quarters, Thomaston 31, Shepaug 8. We will rejoin you in 9 minutes. some halftime stats here. First of all, apologies to Nicole Decker and family for being called Elise Krasnowski the entire first half. Using the roster from the CIAC website, obviously it's out of date. For Thomaston, Emma Kahn with 2, 5, 7, 10, 13, 15 points for Kahn in the first half, including 3 3-pointers. Barker with 1, Eggleton with 4, Sanson with 4, Nicole Decker with 2, and Ava Harkness with 3 points. For Shepaug, Ailish Crossley with 1, Brooke Donahue with 5, and Haley Lasky with 2. We have under 3 minutes left in halftime. As we approach the beginning of the third quarter with 30 seconds left in halftime, Shepaug is staring at a 31-8 deficit. If Shepaug is going to mount any type of a comeback, they're going to have to do it here in the first 4 minutes of this third quarter. If Shepaug goes on a little run and cuts into this deficit, they could quite possibly make this game something interesting. However, if Thomaston goes on a run, they will very likely put this game to bed very early here. So we'll see what happens. For Thomaston, Decker, Kahn, Sanson, Barker, and Eggleton. For Shepaug, Parachi, Donahue, Andrews, Lasky, and Hardy. Thomaston starts out. Their first attempt, a 3-point attempt by Barker. Rebounded by Decker, passed into Eggleton. Eggleton with the layup to make the lead 33-8. Donahue advances the ball. No full court pressure by the Golden Bears. Andrews' 3-point attempt falls short. The ball advanced by Decker to Kahn, reverse to Sanson, over to Barker. Eggleton off the deflection up top, back over to Kahn. Thomaston moving the ball quickly. Shepaug in a 2-3 zone as Decker brings the ball into the corner. Kicks it to Eggleton, who throws it out on the perimeter to Sampson. Her shot attempt blocked by Andrews, who brings it, puts the brakes on, and scores a layup, cutting the deficit to 33-10. Coach McMahon doesn't like what he sees and calls a quick timeout with 6 minutes and 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Again, the score here, Golden Bears 33, Shepaug 10. Coming out of the timeout, Thomaston will be inbounding and have to bring it the length of the court. Shepaug starts the quarter showing a little bit of life. Obviously, they will need to continue to do so if they have any hope at making this game competitive. Barker inbounds to Decker, brings the ball up on the left side of the court. Shepaug in a 1-2-2, attempting to trap. The ball passed out to the corner by Kahn, who shot is off the mark. The rebound eventually corralled by Shepaug, and Donahue bringing the ball up the floor. The ball kicked to Andrews in the corner in front of the Shepaug bench. Her shot attempt short. Kahn handles the rebound, brings it up into the front court, pulls it out as the ball's reversed over to Barker, who is fouled by Haley Lasky for the first team foul of the quarter. Decker to inbound under the hoop. Eggleton carves out some good position, is fouled on the shot attempt. Shepaug foul on Abby Hardy, the team's second foul of the half. Eggleton to shoot 2. Eggleton is now 3 for 3 from the free throw line this game. And she is now 4 for 4 as her 2 free throws make the score. Thomaston 35, Shepaug 10 with 6 minutes to play. Decker picks Andrews' pocket, passes to Sanson. The left-hander goes in for the layup. The ball is deflected by Hardy off of Sanson, and it will be white ball. Entering the game, number 14, Johnson, replaces Sanson for the Golden Bears. Shepaug inbounding the ball against pressure. Donahue gets the inbound pass. Back to the inbounder, Andrews, as she brings it up against Barker's defensive pressure. Double team from Kahn and Barker. Pass to Crossley, over to Lasky, who reverses it back to Andrews. Donahue with the dribble, jump stop into the lane. Hits a tough basket. And the score is now Shepaug 12 to Thomaston's 35. 5.5 minutes left to play in the second half. Thomaston passes out of the double team. Barker on the wing, back to Decker, over to Eggleton. Skip pass to Barker, who again reverses it to Decker. Ball inside, drop step by Eggleton, who is fouled. And fouling her so far in this game has not paid off for the Spartans, as she has converted on all 4 of her free throws. 35-12, 5:09 to play. Sanson and Krasnowski at the scorer's table to check in, as Eggleton makes her 5th consecutive free throw of the game. Exiting the game are Barker and Decker. Eggleton finally misses a free throw attempt, but the rebound corralled by the Golden Bears, who now send the ball out to Sanson at the top of the key, who is fouled by Crossley, who is attempting to pressure the ball. The 4th team foul of the half by Shepaug and 0 fouls by the visiting Golden Bears. Thomaston passes out of the double team. Skip passes to Khan, who hits her 4th 3 of the game with the score 39-12. Lasky sets the screen for Donahue, who reverses to Hardy, who hits a deep 3 to make the score 39-15. Sanson makes a nice drive. The layup looked like it was halfway down, somehow kicked out. Shepaug controls the rebound, but the pass attempt into Lasky overshoots her and goes out of bounds. Eggleton now to inbound. Khan slowly advances the ball into the front court. Ayla's Crossley pressuring, double team by Andrews, and the ball is passed to Eggleton. Sanson attempts a layup, blocked by Hardy, deflected out of bounds off of Shepaug. Thomaston to inbound, but with 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to play, we have our third quarter mask break. Back to action after the third quarter mask break. 3 minutes, 58 seconds left to play. Thomaston ball under their hoop, and they run the same pick and roll play. Eggleton with a good attempt, but deflected and off the mark as Donahue passes to Hardy with another three-point attempt, this one short. Rebound controlled by Sanson, who passes it up in the front court to Johnson. Johnson reverses the ball to the left side, kicks it to Khan. And Thomaston in a 1-3-1 set as they show some patience. And Krasnowski converts on the 3, making the score 42-15 in favor of the Golden Bears. What's going on? Back to action here as Eggleton with the bucket off of a nice feed for Thomaston. Makes the score 44-15. Shepaug turns the ball over as entering the game is Barachi, Kirsten, and Dusky. Exiting the game, Andrews, Hardy, and Lasky. 2 minutes, 38 seconds left to play at Shepaug in Ted Alex Gymnasium with the Golden Bears 44, Shepaug 15. Harkness enters the game for Thomaston, and Khan exits the game. Shepaug in a 1-2-2 zone. Crossley on the top, pressuring the ball, and Thomaston showing good patience, reversing the ball from side to side, looking for a good scoring opportunity. Decker brings the ball to the side, passes to Sanson, who gets a open shot attempt in the paint, fails to convert. The ball to Johnson, out to Harkness, reverse to Barker, who pulls it out, resets the offense. They're back in their 1-3-1 set with Harkness at the high post. Decker to Harkness, Harkness over to Barker. Barker shot fake, pulls it back out, reverses the ball over to Decker. Decker pass to Johnson, into Harkness. Harkness with a nice strong layup makes the score 46-15. 1 minute, 26 seconds left to play. Parachi brings the ball up on the left side. Shot attempt off the glass, no good. Ball batted around. Harkness controls the rebound, but steps on the line as Shepaug controls and will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Shepaug in a box out of bounds set. Parachi to inbound. Screens, roll, kick out to Donahue, who catches it, dribbles into a crowd, and the foul is called on number 10, Decker. The first team foul of the second half for Thomaston, and Brooke Donahue will shoot 2. First attempt, no good. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Thomaston with 46, Shepaug 15. Donahue's second attempt is good, 46-16, a 30-point lead for Thomaston with 1 minute left to play in the third quarter. Harkness' pass attempt deflected by Parachi, but Barker gets on the floor, recovers it. Johnson's pass attempt deflected out of bounds by Kirsten, and the Golden Bears will inbound underneath their own basket. The ball inbounded to Barker, reverse to Johnson, back to Decker, whose shot from the corner is good. 48-16 Thomaston. Parachi advances the ball into the front court, guarded by Barker, double team, she's in trouble, steps through, gets it to Dusky. Dusky reverses the ball to Parachi, brings it inside, kicks it to Donahue. Shot attempt is off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Kirsten, who gets tied up with Johnson. Held ball situation, jump ball arrow in Shepaug's favor with 21.2 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Shepaug facing a big deficit of 48-16. Parachi to inbound, to Donahue, back to Parachi. Pass attempt to Kirsten, stolen by Harkness. Over to Decker, who pushes the ball up the floor. Inside of 10 seconds left to play. Crossley and Parachi double team. Crossley with the steal. Nice pass to Parachi, whose layup goes in, and she is fouled with 1 seconds left. It was a nice double team for the Spartans. Very unselfish play by Crossley. Gets the Spartans their 17th and 18th point. Parachi with an attempt for a traditional three-point play at the free throw line. Free throw off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Sanson, who attempts a full court shot that does not go in at the end of 3 quarters. Thomaston with a comfortable 30-point lead, 48-18, as we enter the fourth quarter here. We're back here at Ted Alice Gymnasium on the campus of Shepaug Valley High School in Washington, Connecticut, as the visiting Golden Bears of Thomaston High School have a sizable advantage, 48-18. Thomaston inbounds the ball. Decker advances up to Barker, who reverses back to Decker, over to Kahn, who's had the hot hand today. And Thomaston, as they have done most of the game, shows patience, but some active Shepaug hands create a turnover. Parachi goes in, converts on the layup, makes it 48-20. And Coach McMahon, unhappy with the early fourth quarter performance, calls a timeout to discuss what he has seen. It'll be Thomaston ball coming out of the timeout at half court with a 28-point lead, which with less than 8 minutes to play may be insurmountable. However, strange things happen in the game of basketball, so it's never over until it's over. The Shepaug boys basketball team is returning from their trip to Thomaston. So the Shepaug boys basketball team has returned to campus after their trip to Thomaston. Shepaug boys team had a comfortable win at Thomaston, but we're back to action here with the girls. Decker to Barker, double team, passed into Eggleton at the high post. Cutting Kahn, gets an open look, converts on the layup, and collects the foul, and will be shooting one to see if she can convert on the old-fashioned three-point play. Entering the game for Shepaug is senior Haley Lasky, replacing ninth grader Claire Kirsten. Kahn to shoot her free throw. Kahn uncharacteristically misses the shot. Parachi corrals the rebound, brings it into the paint. Ball is deflected by Eggleton. Dusky rips it away from Sanson. Kicked over to Parachi in the corner. Dusky with a screen. Passed out to Dusky on the roll, who kicks it to Donahue with a three-point attempt off the iron and in. But Lasky with the offensive rebound. Lasky shot attempt, no good. However, she corralled the rebound, held ball situation with the arrow in favor of Shepaug. Inbounding the ball into the basket, Haley Lasky. Double screen, stagger for Brooke Donahue, who catches it near the right corner. Dribbles, double team, bounce pass. Eggleton looks to steal it, but deflects the ball out of bounds. Donahue tying her shoelace as she gets ready to inbound the ball. Shepaug running a sideline out of bounds. Thomaston in a man-to-man defense. Parachi with the ball. Donahue comes to set a screen. Parachi rejects it, goes left, throws the ball to the corner to Dusky. Dusky reverses the ball to Parachi. Parachi at the top of the key with it. Into the cutting Crossley, who gets fouled in the act of shooting, and she will go to the line for her second trip at the charity stripe today. 6 minutes, 36 seconds left to play in regulation. Thomaston with a 30-point lead, 50-20. Crossley's first attempt is short. Second shot misses. Battle for the rebound. Sanson comes up with it. Held ball situation between Sanson and Donahue, and the possession arrow in Thomaston's favor. The ball inbounded to Decker, advanced to Barker, thrown to the high post to Eggleton. Eggleton attempts to throw it out of there. The ball is deflected, corralled by Lasky, who gets fouled by Eggleton. The fourth team foul by the Golden Bears in the second half. Still holding a sizable 30-point lead with the score 6 minutes, 25 seconds left to play. Donahue inbounds to Parachi, who's handling the point. Donahue is probably, well, not probably, definitely one of the best shooters on the Shepaug team. But the ball is stolen by Eggleton. Eggleton goes coast to coast, converts on a layup, bringing the score to 52-20. Lasky sets the screen for Parachi, who rejects it, passes to Crossley. Crossley uses Lasky's screen, throws the ball inside, and the ball is stolen. Eggleton with her second straight fast break layup, and the sizable lead of the Golden Bears is increased now to 54-20 with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play. Brooke Donahue's shot attempt in the corner is short. Thomaston running again. Shepaug chasing the ball, not guarding the hoop, and Parker ends up with the weak side basket. Thomaston timeout, or Shepaug timeout, as Thomaston has grown their lead to 36 points, and Shepaug looking tired, and Coach Puskas thinks it's time to give them a rest and talk it over. Thomaston's pressure has been a major factor since the opening tip. Their offensive discipline has enabled them to get some high percentage attempts, which they have converted on more often than not, and some good shooting, particularly from the hot hand of Khan, has enabled them to build this sizable lead. And Thomaston has a wholesale substitution, as in the game are Johnson, number 11, who I apologize, I don't have her name. Bunch of girls I'm not sure of. Feiner is in for Shepaug, number 50. Number 21, Harkness is in. 14, Johnson. Number 2, Krasnowski. And Shepaug makes a substitution. Hardy in for Parachi, as Donahue is fouled in the act of shooting and will shoot 2 shots with 5 minutes, 12 seconds left to play in regulation. Donahue's basket makes the score 56-21 in the favor of the Golden Bears. Donahue hits both shots. 56-22 the score. Krasnowski brings the ball up. Shepaug in what looks to be a 2-3 zone, unless it was a 1-2-2 where someone was out of position, which happens from time to time to the best of us. Shot attempt by Feiner, falls short, and turnover for Thomaston, sends the ball over to Shepaug. Donahue advances the ball with Feiner guarding her. Screened by Hardy, double team, reverse. Andrews to Lasky, to Dusky, over to Donahue. Donahue between the leg dribble, looks to pass it to Dusky, who took a minute to roll. Donahue decided to pass to Andrews, and that decision paid off as Andrews hits the three-pointer. Johnson with the ball up top, reversed over to Feiner. Feiner inside the number 11. Donahue corrals the loose ball, but Harkness, in an attempt to get it, was a split second too late, and she gets called for the foul. The next team foul by Thomaston puts Shepaug into the bonus, and they'll be shooting 1-1. Donahue to bring the ball up, guarded by Feiner. Andrews with the ball, off of the Lasky screen. The roll pass is not handled, and the first attempt by Thomaston on the fast break is no good, but a fine offensive rebound results in an easy basket, and the score now 58-25. Lasky with the foul, with the screen. Hardy with the three-point attempt, rebounded by Harkness, who kicks it out to Johnson, who brings the ball to the front court, quickly advances it to Feiner, who a little shot fake, but is called for traveling. At 3:27 left in regulation, and it looks like regulation is going to be the end of the game unless a miracle occurs here. Down 33 points. Returning to action here at Shepaug, 3 minutes, 27 seconds left to play. Shepaug inbounds the ball, down by 33 points in the fourth quarter. Donahue advances to the front court. Crossley handles the ball back to Donahue, who penetrates. Nice pass to Lasky. Lasky converts off the glass and in. The score 58-27, 3 minutes to play. Krasnowski to Johnson, to 11, over to Feiner. We have a new substitution entering the game. Number 5 for Thomaston. Number 11, Thomaston, gets a nice feed from number 5 and converts the bank shot from inside the paint to make the score 60-27. And as our cameraman, Lucas Jacob, comes back, my apologies to anyone who was watching. He asked me to handle the camera while he was gone, and I completely forgot. Shot attempt by Ailish Crossley, rebounded by Abby Hardy, who hits the cutting Brooke Donahue, who converts on the layup to cut the score to 60-29. Donahue with the steal, converts on the layup. The score now 60-31, inside of 2 minutes left to play. Scramble for the ball off of Shepaug's pressure. Thomaston regains possession. Bodies on the floor. And as Thomaston gains possession of it, Coach Bob McMahon calls timeout. Full timeout called by Thomaston as we are in the waning moments of this contest here in Ted Alex Gymnasium. What were you saying? Back to action here at Shepaug. 1 minute, 39 seconds left to play. Thomaston has substituted in a lot of girls who played in tonight's junior varsity game. And they are attempting to find a good shot as they're facing pressure from the Spartans. Pass underneath. Foul called on Shepaug on the floor as it is the 16th foul from Shepaug. Thomaston is not in the bonus yet and will be inbounding the ball under their hoop. Out of bounds play attempted, the same play that got Eggleton multiple good opportunities. The ball caroms off of the knee of Thomaston, number 11, and out of bounds. So Shepaug takes over possession as Donahue brings it into the front court. Rejects the screen by Crossley, reverses the ball to Andrews. And the ball ultimately goes to Lasky, who scores off the glass to cut the score to 60-33. Shepaug double teams in the corner. Thomaston passes out of it. And for Thomaston, number 4, and that is Rehana Alou with the basket. With 33 seconds left to play, Thomaston 62, Shepaug 33. Lasky dribbles in, reverse layup, off the glass and in. 62-35. We are at 15 seconds left to play in tonight's game. Thomaston with possession. Question is whether or not they will attempt a shot or they'll just dribble the clock out. Looks to me as if they're content to dribble the clock out and enjoy a comfortable victory with the final score here at Shepaug. Thomaston Golden Bears 62. Shepaug, I think 30. What was it, 36? It's a guessing game how many points Shepaug had because Mr. Dave Frey, who is very efficient at his job, reset the score clock to 0. But rest assured, Thomaston won, and they won by more than just a few points. So, signing off from here at Shepaug, thank you for those of you who have joined us, and we will see you next time.